this is gonna be a doozy today. Like, I don't even know if we're ready. Are you ready? Good morning, good morning, good morning. By the way, good morning. So I wanna start, first of all, by thanking you for coming, thanking you for showing up for yourself, thank you for caring about your health. I love doing these weekly huddles. I love having a ritual on Sunday mornings. I hope that you love it as well. And so I want to start by congratulating you for stopping and taking a little bit of time for your health. It is so important. We're living in such a wild, intense, fast-paced time, and we can be asked to be in motion so much, moving around, even, you know, getting from this thing to that thing, or even just mentally just looking at social media and looking at this. Oh, I see hearts. Who's in the house with me? Good morning. Mwah, 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 mwah. I'm sending you a trillion hearts back. It is going to be a doozy today. We might talk about this topic for the next year. I don't know, but I'm really excited about it. I've been putting a lot of focus on it. But I just wanted to say thank you for stopping and showing up to the huddle and reconnecting with your commitment to your health. We can be asked to just be giving our attention and pouring ourselves into so many things. And it's really important to be intentional, to stop and say, wait a minute, I matter, my health matters. I'm not just gonna be constantly bullied into feeling afraid and you better know about this and the next thing and all that kind of stuff. So congratulations on showing up for this. I think you're gonna get a lot out of the huddle today, but baby, I have tea. Oh my goodness, I have tea. Actually, I did get some tea from a family member sent me some exquisite and special tea yesterday. So mwah, she knows who she is. You know who you are. So thank you again for that. Y'all, please do hit the like button. Please do hit those little hearts and those little emojis and all that stuff. I don't even remember the number now. We're like over 150 subscribers. Thank you. We're only here once a week. Thank you for the hearts, babies. Who is it? That's my girl, Healthy Hair. That's my girl, Healthy Hair. Hey, mama. So great to see you here, girl. This is gonna be a doozy. Okay. I was saying we're over 150 subscribers, and this is the only thing I really do here. I published a couple other videos, but we're just here once a week. So I'm super thankful. So let's get into it today, but y'all, I was trying to think, like, how am I gonna break it to them? How am I gonna tell them about this? Have you ever known something about someone, like you have a friend and then they're seeing somebody, and then the person that they're seeing and that they're all into is like doing something that they shouldn't be doing, and you find out about it, and then you're in that like place of like, well, I should need to tell my friend, but then you're like, oh, I don't want my friend to be mad at me. They're still into the person. They're not gonna, believe me, or they're gonna be mad that I told them, or whatever. That is kind of how I'm feeling today. But this is a health-related matter. This is not about your love life, so you should be safe there. Healthy Hair says yes, like the video. Yes, like the video. Okay, so here it is. This is one of those situations. I'm gonna tell you some things today, and you're gonna be mad. You're gonna be like, stop talking out the side of your neck, girl. You don't know him. He loved me, whatever. And I'm gonna tell you, this isn't love, honey. Love shouldn't hurt. But this is about health. This is not about personal relationships. Oh my goodness, we got Sabrina in the house. Hello, gorgeous. Welcome to see you. Hello, Z Gamer. Welcome on in, baby. Let me tell you, what I'm about to talk to you about is everywhere in your life. Oh, Argentina. Mwah, mwah. Big kisses to you out in Argentina. I was looking at is it tango that you have in Argentina there? That's really good stuff. Hi, Claudio. Good to see you. Savon loves me. It feels good to be loved. Okay, what I don't love, though, is the situation we're in. So I'm about to just put everything on blast. This is the topic of today, which is something that's in your life. And I don't know if you realize how bad it is and how pervasive it is, how much you're exposed to it. You don't even know it. Now, I'm not giving you some woo-woo stuff. I'm not giving you something that is not known by the basic conservative medical community. I'm just gonna be talking to you about real stuff today, but we gotta find a way out of it. Let's see here. Somebody says something about Antarctica. Let's see here. Okay. Hello and big kisses to everybody in here. Greetings from Antarctica. Okay, so what I wanted to talk to y'all about is inflammatory oils. I know, exciting topic. But here is the thing. If you are interested in being healthy, if you are interested in maintaining your cognitive powers, if you want to look your best, if you want good skin, if you want to not have erectile dysfunction and cellulite and wrinkles and inflammatory bowel syndrome and all kinds of things like that, if you don't want thin hair, a puffy face, weight gain, belly fat, all those kinds of stuff, if you are wanting to be your best health-wise, we got to have this conversation today. It is not going to be all doom and gloom. I am going to talk to you about things that you can do to like make it better. I am going to talk to you about the real health consequences and why they are playing in our face. Y'all, they are playing in our face. Hello, hello to all my new people. Thank you so much. If you hit the like button, that would be amazing. I got 35 people. I need 35 likes. Hit that thumbs up for me. Thank you. Thank you for the hearts. Those help too. But hit that like. Hit the like button. I'm here trying to really liberate us from the rude behavior, I'll say, of the food industry. Okay, so let's get into it. So I mentioned a couple of vanity related consequences of chronic inflammation. So I'm about to talk to you about something that I don't even think we realize is in our diet. Unless you are super health conscious, you probably don't even know. Let's say you're trying to be healthy, you're eating at like the salad bar at the healthy grocery store, you're going to restaurants and you're ordering salads and salmon and veggies and trying to do your very, very best. This ingredient is still getting into your plate, it's getting into your body, it's getting into your blood vessels, it's getting into your fat deposits, it's getting into your brain, it's messing things up all over the place. So we got to figure out what to do. But first I got to tell you a little bit more. So I talked to you about the vanity issues that it can, can make us look less than our best. But let's talk about some health related consequences that are worsened by the oils that are in our food, both the food that we bring at home, the groceries that we bring home from the store, the oils that we bring home from the store, the food we bring home from the store, and when we go out to eat, or when we stop, definitely when we stop at fast food. These are seed oils, these are processed industrial oils, they are everywhere. They're everywhere, and they're rude, and they're dangerous, and they're playing in our face, and we don't even know they're there. They're like frenemies. So I'm gonna talk to you about it. I'm gonna take some really crazy stats, and you're gonna be like, leave me alone. I need my Chick-fil-A, leave me alone. I gotta go through the drive-thru. Why are you talking bad about my partially hydrogenated flautas from the grocery store, whatever it is? Baby, we gotta have the conversation. So I'm not doing it to be mean. That is definitely not my intention. My intention is always, always, always to help. So hello to all my new faces. Welcome on in. Good to see you. We're here every single Sunday. It is 10 o'clock Pacific time here in Los Angeles, where I am, and 1 o'clock on the East Coast here in the United States, wherever you are in the world. I don't know what time it is, but I start on the hour, whatever hour it is for you right now, every Sunday, and we just reconnect with health, and we learn about health topics, and we have a good time and good vibes. So if you or anybody that you care about is dealing with high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, they can't get their man bits to work, the flag won't raise all the way up on the pole anymore, autoimmune diseases, joint pain, fatty liver, IBS, IBD, asthma, chronic pain, allergies, histamine intolerances, all those kinds of things. But not only that, y'all, it affects our mood, brain fog, fatigue, mood swings, anxiety, depression, slow recovery from stress, poor sleep, insomnia. How many people you know can't sleep? Inflammatory oils, and they're everywhere. We are getting a lot. I see a lot of new people in here. What's up, y'all? We're getting a lot more of these inflammatory oils than we realize, because they are used, they're cheap, and they're used in everything. So we can talk about this. I'm not going to get into every single detail today. I just want to introduce the idea. I want to give you a couple of stats, and I want to talk to you generally about what to do about it. And then we will definitely be coming back on this topic, because I think this is probably like, I'm going to say top 3, top 5 for sure. Thank you for the hearts. Top 3 to top 5 biggest health threats that nobody's talking about right now. Okay, so also in terms of things that this can contribute to, lipedema and kidney disease, high blood pressure, all of those things. And I got all the information. We'll get into those another time. I just want you to understand how much we're getting. So here's a little graph. Here, this line, I don't know if you can see it. There's a little line down here. That is how much ancestrally, like human beings usually used to get. This much inflammatory seed oils. Down here, there's like a green line down here. That's how much our bodies are used to getting. That is the ancestral safe zone. So this, I think this top one here is the average American intake. So we are around 15 grams. The ancestral safe zone was about 3. So we're like at 5x what our bodies, or more of what our bodies would normally get of these seed oils. So what am I talking about? Inflammatory oils, seed oils. What does it even mean? So essentially, in order to make food have fat in it, or to fry anything, or to make anything greasy that you are, like you're taking vegetables and you want to cook them in something that's a little oily or whatever, that is restaurants, grocery stores, any type of processed food that you have that you want it to have like a creamy effect. You might put an emulsifier or something in it. All of those kinds of things. Hi, Hassan. Backyard, thank you, sweetheart. Backyard Dog Racing League says sunflower oil seems harmless. Nope. It is in everything, even reading labels. I thought sunflower, no problem. BS. Come on. Fist bump right there. You are on it. They make these oils sound so healthy. Sunflower oil, sunflower seed oil, vegetable oil. It sounds so healthy, but it is the opposite. Happy early birthday, Peyton. How are you? Yes, Joe says sugar is the killer. Sugar has an accomplice, a sidekick, a slime, like a best bestie, and it is the inflammatory oils. And they like this. They be in everything together. They do all their dirt together. She says, Vishai says, is palm oil really bad, or is that a misconception? I'm gonna go with really bad. I don't think it's on my little list here, but I'm gonna go with bad, babe. Because I think it's palm kernel oil, which would be a seed oil, like the kernel is a seed. I think that is, hey, Ricardo, keep those planes in the air, my love. Hello, sweetheart. So I don't have, so this is going to be available for download after the live is over. I'll have a link to this. This is going to be like a super duper helpful guide for you guys. So I did make this just for you. And it's just like Backyard Dog Racing League was asking about sunflower oil. So sunflower oil is here. So this is temperatures, and this is relative inflammation in the body. So we're talking about chronic inflammation. If you've heard anything about health, you've heard chronic inflammation is a killer. Chronic inflammation causes all these terrible symptoms. Chronic inflammation. Why is the body chronically inflamed? One of the main reasons is this stinking food industry who's taking these oils and manufacturing them super cheap, but they are super dangerous. They have been stripped of any of their natural happy nutrients, and they become these like horrible oils that are like really unstable at high temperatures. And so they twist and turn into all these like ugly things that we are supposed to make our cell membranes out of. We're supposed to build our bodies out of these building blocks. And when the building blocks are trash, it messes up the function of our body. So you can imagine if you build a car out of steel and metal and I don't know, steel is metal, steel and I don't know, all the automotive people will know better than me, but strong, good parts, you have a better chance of having a good car that runs well than if you just are in there sticking in, I don't know, bubble gum and plastic pieces in the engine and whatever. The car is not going to run as well. It's the same thing with our bodies. Eating these oils causes us to, so for instance, our cell membranes, every cell in the body has a cell membrane that is a lipid bilayer, right? So it's got fat on the outside of the cell membrane, and it needs that to function properly. Our brains are, I forgot, I saw some statistic, our brains are like 60% fat, dry weight or something like that. So we got to have good fats to make our brains work properly. If we're putting in plastic fats, we're putting in all these dangerous low quality fats, it's a silent killer that's inside of our bodies that is not letting our brains work properly. People are getting depression, hormone changes, ADHD symptoms, all that kind of stuff based on these sneaky oils that we don't even know are there. So when I say we don't know they're there, if you order a basket of French fries or a bunch of chicken nuggets or something like that, you know that is deep fried. But let's say you're trying to be healthy and so you go have a salad. Well, guess what? That salad dressing, trash. Salad dressing got soybean oil in it, trash. Soybean oil way over here. So this is how inflammatory it is. This is as inflammatory as it gets. Soybean oil is one of the most common oils. She lives right here on the edge of how bad it gets. Another really popular one, canola oil, lives way over here on the scale of how bad it gets. So these are some of the most popular oils that are in the foods at restaurants. They're in the foods, the packaged foods that we bring home from the grocery store. They are in crackers. They're in creamer, like for your coffee. Like I got into this oat milk creamer. I was like, I'm so healthy. I'm having oat milk creamer. It's so good. It's so creamy. It's so yummy. Why is there canola oil in the creamer? Sidebar, canola oil is made from a seed that is named after a heinous crime. Just to set the tone. Just to set the tone. Let's hear backyard dog racing things that was not meant to offend. It was the word, oh, y'all are talking to each other. Transfer. Okay, y'all are talking to each other, I think. Which is beautiful. I had never seen that one before. That's pretty funny, random. That's pretty funny. So let's talk a little bit more about this. So if you order something fried at a restaurant, if you order something sauteed at a restaurant, if you order any, like a sauce, a cream, a salad dressing, any of that, 99.9999% of the time, it's going to be giving you all these inflammatory oils over here. No bueno. You go to Starbucks or something like that and you get, you know, a latte, whatever they're mixing whatever the powder is and stuff that they start, not just Starbucks, I just picked them because they're a coffee place, but like I was saying, coffee creamers have this kind of stuff in it. You go to I don't know, people go to movie theaters, you get that popcorn with that topping on it. That's the kind of nasty oils we're talking about. So it's in everything. It's not everything. It's in a lot of things. And if you don't read labels, and even once you do read the labels, like we're checking out here, like, well, is palm oil okay? Is sunflower oil okay? That is why you want to download this beautiful thing right here. And she's going to tell you all the oils that are non-inflammatory are going to be down here toward the non-inflammatory side of the scale. So we got ghee, G-H-E-E, which is like a clarified butter. We got beef tallow. We got coconut oil, duck fat, butter, avocado oil. These are all way less inflammatory than the stuff that you're commonly going to see. So if you download this, you have a good little graph here that's going to show you, you know, what's inflammatory and what's not. But also, because I put the temperatures here, you're also going to know if you're cooking at home, which oils are going to break down, because we put them on here at their smoke point, like when they are typically going to break down. So you can use ghee at a really high temperature, like almost 500 degrees, before it starts to break down and lose its integrity and become potentially oxidized and dangerous for you. Not only that, but on the second page of this little handout, I gave you the average temperatures for different things that we do in the kitchen. Like you're going to fry some potatoes, or you're going to, you know, make a salad, you're going to do this or that. Like salad's going to be room temperature. If you're going to pop popcorn, that's between 400 and 460 degrees, blah, blah, blah. So this is really helpful for you if you actually want to make a change and you actually want to have healthier oils, you actually want to save your brain, save your body. This is going to be a great guide for you. Also, you go to the store, now they out here counterfeiting the oils, pretending to give you olive oil, but it's a blend with soybean oil or something else like that. So this is a cheat sheet, y'all. Please do download it. It's not available right now, but as soon as the live is up, as soon as I'm off and I put the little description up, please come back and grab this. You can learn a lot, you can refer to it, and you can know how to get out of the danger zone of the inflammation, and you'll know what oils to use for what with the cooking. So for instance, if you're just doing you're just putting some veggies in a pan and making them sweat a little bit, you can use butter, you can use extra virgin olive oil, you can use ghee. But if you're going to be shallow frying something, you're going to want to use a little bit more of a stable oil, like a beef tallow or a ghee. Avocado oil can do okay, but it's monounsaturated, I believe, and so it might break down a little bit, even though it has a high temperature, but this will give you a little bit of a gauge. So any of the stuff that you can do at high temperature, of course, you can use for lower temperature, but the stuff that is only listed at the lower temperatures, you don't want to use that to do higher temperatures, because you can turn it poisonous and it's all bad. That is the handout that I have for y'all. This is one of many conversations that we're going to have about these inflammatory oils. Did anybody have any questions? Thank you for subscribing. Hi, thank you so much, Shinobi. I appreciate that. Allah Shinobi, absolutely. So Mick Swagger, first of all, cool name, says America allows ingredients that other countries have banned. I have heard that a lot about a lot of different things. And another thing that I learned in my research for this is that the use of these industrial inflammatory oils is growing. So the food industry is growing. So hearts back to you, love. So it's moving around the world and it's political and it's all of that, which is fine. There's always going to be politics. There's always going to be agendas. But what I care about is your health. What I care about is my health. What I care about is us taking our power back and not being unaware of where we can make changes. So what do? Read labels, bring home stuff that is single ingredient, bring home natural things, coconut oil. And I put on here also, the second sheet of this is a buying guide, so you can avoid the compromised types of oils from the grocery store, because they really are playing games out there now, pretending that something is making it sound all good and happy when it's really, really dangerous and bad. So this should have a lot of tips in there for you. When you go to a restaurant, babes, it's gonna be tough at a restaurant. Literally, like, steamed, you have to ask for stuff steamed, broiled, no oil, what is it, steamed, roasted, and grilled. Steamed, roasted, and grilled, and specify no oil. Even if you ask like what kind of oil they're using there, sometimes they don't know, or sometimes they say, oh, it's olive oil, but really it's a blend, which is an industrial oil mixed with, you know, some olive oil. If you're really, really into it, like I am, big nerd about it, you can get an app called, it's SOS, and I can't remember what that stands for right now. But if you go to the App Store, if you have an iPhone, go to the App Store, go to the Google Play Store if you have a different kind of phone, and look up SOS app, seed oil safety, or seed oil, safe oil scout, seed oil scout, something like that. It's SOS. If you look, it's a seed oil app that tells you what restaurants use what kinds of oils and where you can dine without worrying about ingesting a whole bunch of negative, yucky stuff. Let's see, I'm missing all the good comments here. Choosing what oil to cook with, it's burn point depending on what you're cooking. Yes, love. Really come back. It takes me a little bit, like a few minutes after we after the live is over, and get the cheat sheet. It's really educational. Thank you for saying that. Trans fat means heated transfer means. These are trans fat, means when heated, transfers from its natural state to unhealthy. Bingo. Amen. Hi, Incognito. How are you? Sabrina says, I need that info. Baby, you know I got it for you, girl. You know I got it for you. I love you. Let's see here. Lindell says, steam, roasted, and grilled. No oil. My new request. That's all I'm saying. These oils, y'all, contribute. And like I said, we're going to have more huddles on this, because I mean, so much information, things you would not even imagine are happening to the body. You know, they'll tell us, for instance, Lindell and I have talked about high blood pressure. They'll tell us, oh, it's about sodium, it's about this, it's about that. These oils contribute absolutely to hypertension, high blood pressure, cognitive decline, all that kind of stuff. So it's just, we'll get into it more and more. And the amounts that we're getting, literally, let's see here. I'm going to give you a couple of stats on this, just so you understand like how serious it is in these streets. Here we go. This is another one. I don't have it set up. Let's see here. Bagyard says, gotcha. Let's see here. Fantastic berries. Oh, thanks, Dan. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Cook with air fryer. Yeah, if you can cook with an air fryer and no oil at all, that's a great idea. Let's see here. Samantha says, hey there, I have lots of advice. Yes, oils are very bad. Diabetes. Hi, sweetie. 13, first person to be a special test drug. Oh, wow. Baby, I wish you luck. And, you know, I've heard of a lot of people who have been able to either get over, I don't know what kind of diabetes they've given you the diagnosis for, but I know people have been able to get past that and live super duper healthy lives, get rid of it. Even depending on the kind. So I'm so happy you're here, my love. Welcome in. Let's see here. So much inflammation in the body. Exactly. Jeff says, if you ever saw how they make the seed oil like corn and canola, you would never touch them again. I know. You can look at it. Is like, he's not wrong. And I'm assuming it's Jeff because is it guy's name, but not wrong. It is like, just, yeah. Let's see here. No more store-bought olive oil. Well, this is the thing. I put some tips in that download about how to get the olive oil and tell, because there are olive oil scams at the store. So I mean, I don't know how else you could get olive oil unless you have an olive oil tree and a cold press and you really committed, or you can find someplace locally to get it. But there are ways apparently to get some good stuff. But yeah, I can understand the skepticism. Okay, Dolan, did you bring up popcorn? Do you know that's one of my favorite foods, right? Does castor oil help with painful body hearts? I have heard it does. I've heard it's very healing. I use castor oil every night on my eyebrows to grow them. Dolan says, do popcorn with hot air. Yes, and drizzle the oil on after. Great idea, baby. Oh, you probably brought up popcorn because I have been talking about popcorn, but I happen to be like a huge popcorn enthusiast. So if anybody else is, we'll talk more in detail about popcorn another time. Apparently, coconut oil is the highly recommended and traditionally used oil for that. Let's see here. Hold on. Dan is saying, you ain't got to thank me. Just go out with me tonight. Wear your heels. Bossy, I keep forgetting to put up my Cash App. I'm so sorry, Dan. I don't even have a place here for you to send me your love offering. Let's see here. All right, I'm missing a bunch of comments, y'all. I'm sorry. Dr. True says, real butter, salted or unsalted? I personally like salted butter. I don't know if there is if there's anything better or worse about one. I like salt. I'm a salt fan. But you know, we should do a whole episode on salt one day. There is a difference between like industrial regular salt and natural salt. It has to do with the minerals. Let's hear. Olive oil is healthy and virgin olive oil is even better. Yes, but doing my head in. Yeah, but they are using the term extra virgin and this, that, and the other, but they're using it they're just slapping labels on compromised oils that are like blends of stuff that have been bleached and this and that and the other. Like, it's a mess. But baby, don't worry. I will put this download, and the second page here of the download that I'm going to put under this video will give you all the tips and tricks. It's going to talk to you about it. So this whole section right here, this is all avocado. I'm sorry, this is all olive oil tips. This is the tips underneath are about all the other oils, but we have how to spot common olive oil scams on here. Bottles that are labeled blend, pure, light, or light taste olive oil are actually, those are code words for olive oil that has been stripped, refined, stripped of nutrients and or mixed with inflammatory oils. They will actually mix olive oil with something terrible. How crazy is that? If it doesn't have a harvest date, just a best by date, like not best by like where you buy a computer, but like best if used by, a real good olive oil is going to have a harvest date. I didn't know that. I learned that doing research for you guys on this. Clear plastic bottles that degrade from light exposure, that is a telltale that oil she ain't what she was when she started. Suspiciously low prices, because real extra virgin olive oil is never bargain bin cheap. Imported from Italy, but it can be imported from Italy, but it's going to be sourced from a bunch of different countries. So they're growing it all over the world, just haphazardly or whatever. And then they, I guess, pit stop in Italy and then send it and be like, oh, this is real virgin olive oil, whatever. So there's some tips on here how to choose the healthy ones too. So I really want y'all to get this when we are done. Hold on, let me catch up with you guys. Carefully read labels. Yeah, they'll throw in a word. Yep, exactly. They'll put something in there to let you know. So that is, oh wait, Sabrina, what did Sabrina say? What about peanut oil? Let's talk about peanut oil, baby. So you brought up peanut oil. We're out here in California. In-N-Out is a fast food. Thank you for the hearts. In-N-Out is a popular fast food place out here in California, and they pride themselves on being healthier and using fresh ingredients and stuff. And they fry their French fries in peanut oil. And my love Sabrina just said, "What about peanut oil, baby?" She's right here. So this is not inflammatory. This is inflammatory. Peanut oil lives over here. Where is she? I saw her a second ago. Rice, vegetable, margarine, refined, right here. Refined peanut oil, girl, right here. She's hanging out with sunflower oil, corn oil, vegetable oil, canola oil. She's not our friend. She's not our friend. So no, peanut oil. And you know what the surprising one? Sesame oil. I was surprised that sesame oil wasn't like a totally positive one. I mean, she's here on the better side, but she is a polyunsaturated oil. I did not know that. So you know how you drizzle a little sesame oil on a salad or something like that? Not terrible, but it is a polyunsaturated oil, which is an unstable oil that is an inflammatory oil. So we even want to go light on that. So this is, again, part of the download. It's these 2 pages that I'll put up after. And it kind of gives you a little key here. And each one of the oils that's listed on here has a little X by it that's a different color. So to let you know if that is a stable, low inflammation oil, moderate, or really, really high. So that is what I got for you, my loves. Okay, so you guys got it. Do beans help with the heart? I don't know about that, but I know they have a lot of fiber in them, and fiber helps with everything, I think. Learn to read ingredients. The first 2 ingredients on that list are the most abundant in the product. Boom, Claudette speaking truth here. Could you send the cheat sheet? Babe, I can definitely scrub. Oh, that's so sweet. Yes, baby, you can get the cheat sheet. I can't send it to you, but I am going to link it. So the way that it works is once I sign off here, which I'm going to do soon, the video for a second is going to say that it's private. I don't know why my settings, YouTube just decided to set all my things as private, even though they claim that they didn't. It's whatever. But give it like 5-10 minutes and come back to this channel, come back to this video, and then I'm going to have the link under here, and you just download it, and then you'll have it forever. You just take a picture on your phone. You can keep it with you, and all of that. I appreciate you so much. Summer Hair, I hope I'm saying that right. Appreciate you so much, Lovey. Let's see here. Jeff says beef fat is okay if it is beef tallow, better than seed oils. 100%. So beef tallow on our list here, she's over here, and all them other seed oils over here. They're not even friends. They don't even live in the same neighborhood. She's over here in the not anti-inflammatory, but in the low to not inflammatory side, and all them seed oils are living their worst life. Any foods that help clear arteries. You know what? These do the opposite, so stay away from these. But we can talk about arteries another time. You're welcome, Selma here, my love. Absolutely, you're welcome. Let's see here. How about grapeseed oil, girl? She's on here too. I love it. Sabrina's like, let's go through this whole cabinet right now, girl. Here's grapeseed oil. She's just all on the wrong side of the map. This is the inflammatory side. This is the non-inflammatory side. Grapeseed oil. Living her worst life over here. And how healthy does that sound? Grape seeds. It sounds fantastic, but it is just the opposite. So, okay, my loves, that is quite enough for one Sunday. This is just the first of many conversations that we're going to have about how to liberate ourselves from these oils. Our society is super toxic in a lot of ways, but we can embrace it, and we can look at it as an opportunity to rise to the challenge of learning the skills to prioritize our health, our well-being, our peace of mind, our confidence, our appearance, all of those things. So it's good to be aware, but it is better to be empowered. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm never an advocate of taking in information that can be a drag or a downer or scary or any of that, and then letting it bring you down and make you feel paralyzed or trapped or stuck in like an anger cycle or something like that. I never want to leave you in that state, and I hope that's not where we are going to dismount today. All of this is just information to make better choices. All of this is just information so that we can be more intentional about how we treat our bodies. Like we can, anytime a cycle takes a downward turn, it's just the dark before the dawn. So we can move that up and put ourselves on the top of the hill, on the top of the mountain. Like we can use this as fuel for victory. So certain things you can do starting right away. As soon as, give it 5-10 minutes, and I'll have this link under this video. And at first the video won't have a cute thumbnail, and then later today it'll have a cute thumbnail on it, but this will be on there. Start with this. You'll know what stuff to buy. Just for oils for the house, babe, you get the stuff that has the green check mark on it. Ghee, coconut oil, beef tallow, butter, duck fat, I guess if you're into that. Avocado oil if you use it at room temperature. And again, I have the sheet here, how to buy the good oils. Again, if you go to a restaurant, what are we doing at a restaurant? You can ask them what kind of oil. So if you're going to have something like bread or dessert or something like that, they have it in there too. So you can say, well, what kind of oils are used in this? You can talk with them about that. Restaurants that are clean. And again, that SOS, Seed Oil Scout. That's what it's called. Boom, give it to me. Seed Oil Scout. That is what it's called. Seed Oil Scout app. You get it free for 3 days. I'm not affiliated with them, but I did buy it recently. You get it free for 3 days, and then it's like $35 for a year. But babes, you can go on that app and it'll show you, you just look at a map where you put in your city and it'll show you the restaurants that are like using major bad oils and the restaurants that are using better, and the restaurants that have some items that are seed oil safe and that are, you know, non-seed oil, and then they have ones that are like, oh my god, you can eat anything, they don't use any seed oils on the premises. So restaurants that are trying to be proactive about this are very vocal about it. They'll be like, no, we only use real milk and cream, or we only use this, or we only use that. So ask is one thing at a restaurant, and then also, what are we doing? Roasted, steamed, and grilled, no oil for the veggies and for the meats and stuff like that. If you're gonna get a salad, you might have to get a little flask of your own dressing and you know what's in it, and get that salad dressing on the side. Again, the sauces, trash, all of it. So again, we can use this as an opportunity to grow and say, you know what? I'm taking my health back into my own hands. It's great to go out and eat at a restaurant. It's great to get prepared food, but I can't really necessarily trust that the oils in it, because the oil, I mean, the food industry is so industrialized. I think it's a call to get back to basics. I think it's a call to prepare more food at home. I think it's a call to get together with people. If you have someone in your life who likes to cook and you don't like to cook, maybe you buy groceries and let them cook. Maybe you eat at home before you go out and socialize, rather than always doing restaurant food. You know, there are a lot of different things that we can do. And if you do expose yourself to restaurant food, just do your best to ask for steamed, grilled, roasted, no oils, and just be careful about that. There are a lot more things we can talk about another time in terms of how to reverse the chronic inflammation that can come from this. It's not, you know, the end of the story. We'll talk another time, maybe next week, about what you can do to reverse chronic inflammation, how long it takes. It is reversible, but it can take time. So I love y'all. I appreciate you. Thank you. Take the rest of this hour if you can. I'm going to sign off. Take a little while, set a timer, set 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and think about your health. Think about where you want to go health-wise. And health is not just your physical health. It's mental, it's emotional, it's financial, it's relationship, it's stress management, it's, you know, all of the things. So please take a little time. Thank you. Oh, Adam's saying sweet things. Yes, becoming healthy again. God is good. Yes, she is. Glad I came across your stream, baby. Mwah. I'm glad you came across our stream too. I hope you subscribe. We're here every Sunday, 10 o'clock Pacific, 1 o'clock Eastern here in the US. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm wishing you health, wealth, happiness, and all those things. You know, may your life just be full of all things hoped for, full of prosperity and wellness. I love you, and I hope you have a great Sunday, and health is wealth. Amen to that. All right, y'all, I'm going to sign off. Circle back in about 10 minutes and get your download. This can help you make your life even better and healthier. And I'll see you next week here back.